Welcome back. We got some activity on the radar. We're dry here locally, but we've got some storms sitting over Tangi and Washington Parish, especially over near Covington and Mandeville. We've got a good bit of lightning with that cluster of storms. And down towards the south, we do have a cluster sitting over the New Orleans metro that's just been sitting there. So that's prompted this flash flood warning over New Orleans. But for us, we're not going to see that storm threat until later this afternoon. I think we'll start to see some of those showers and storms popping up along the sea breeze. That'll lift northward. So it looks like for us here locally, we start to see some of those showers and storms moving through around the evening time, 5 to 6 p.m. But then it looks like the model has all of that activity kind of fizzling out as we get to 8 o'clock and then drying out overnight around 10. So just going to be brief showers and storms for us here locally. But then as we go into tomorrow morning, you already start to see some activity popping up out west. So tomorrow morning, I think that we could see some showers popping up as early as 9 to 10 o'clock in the area. That continues to push eastward by the afternoon. So we have yet another round of showers and storms for tomorrow afternoon and evening as well. But for today, we're not so worried about the severe weather threat. Most of that is to the west, that 1 out of 5 marginal risk, but we do have kind of cut off towards Westfell all the way down towards Lafayette. But then tomorrow, the Storm Prediction Center has kind of extended that severe weather threat. Now we have that 1 out of 5 marginal risk extending all the way to Biloxi, and then that 2 out of 5 slight risk mainly for the Lake Charles area out west for us. So we'll have to watch for maybe a storm or two that gets a bit strong. But here's a live look outside on our Sky 9 camera, sponsored by Our Lady of the Lake. A really nice view out there right now over Falls River, just some puffy fair weather clouds. Then we're going to start to see some of those storms rolling in later this afternoon and through the evening. Right now it's also warm, 88 degrees here in Gonzales, Homa, and Baton Rouge. A bit cooler up in New Roads by Falls River at 81. So still going to be a warm day. I do think some places could even reach the low 90s before those storms start to roll in, and then we'll drop into those mid to upper 70s as we go overnight tonight. And we're also going to keep that stormy pattern. Storms are going to ride along this high pressure ridge, so we're going to continue to see those storms initiating out west, pushing eastward. So it looks like we're going to keep those storm chances through the weekend, unfortunately, mainly in the afternoon and evening. So in terms of rain chances, rain totals, most of that is going to stay towards the north of us near Mississippi and Arkansas. But here locally in the next 7 days, I think we could see 2 to 3 inches on average, and then that kind of tapers off as we go towards the coast, 1 to 2 inches and less than an inch over by Plaquemines Parish. So a good bit of rainfall through the next 7 days. So we'll have to watch for those storms moving in later this afternoon. I think some places can get into those low 90s. A bit cooler for the weekend. That's because we also bump up those rain chances Friday and Saturday to 60%. And then we keep that active pattern. But also as we go into next week, we see those temperatures kind of rise a little bit into the low 90s, and we also start to dry out. Matt?
Sydney, thanks. It's like we're